Hello everyone, coming back to the fourth unit, that is drilling and milling machine part 4. So in previous session we have stopped till standard milling cutters. So in this session we are going to study up milling and down milling and milling machine operations. Coming to the up milling and down milling, let us start with the up milling. Okay, so it consists of a workpiece, a cutter, and it has a chip which is already been cut after the tool is been rotated. Okay, so this machine is also called as conventional milling machine. Okay, it is a process of removing metal by a cutter which is rotated opposite in the direction of workpiece. Here we can see the direction of cutter is opposite to the direction of work. Okay, the chip thickness is minimum at the beginning. Okay, here we can see the chip, the removal of material is very small and the chip thickness here is very small. Okay, and maximum at the end. Here we can see the chip removal is maximum. Okay, here in this process the effective cooling is not possible. Okay, therefore we get a poor surface finish in up milling. Okay, now let us see a down milling. Okay, here down milling consists of a workpiece, a milling cutter. Okay, both are rotated in the same direction. Okay, this is called as chip. Okay, this is original surface and here we can see machined surface. Okay, so this machine is also called as climb milling. In this process the material removal is done by rotating the tool and workpiece in the same direction. Okay, in this process the removal of material is maximum at the beginning and minimum at the end. Here there is maximum removal of material and here we can see the material removal is minimum. Okay, in this the cutter rotates. In this process the cutter starts removing the metal immediately after it touches the surface of the workpiece. Okay, here in this process the effective cooling is possible and less production of heat is achieved. Okay, therefore we get a good surface finish in down milling. Now let us see milling machine operations. Here are the milling machine operation. First one is plane milling, face milling, end milling and form milling, T-slot milling, side milling, gear cutting, straddle milling, groove cutting and gang milling. So let us go through this one by one. First one is plane milling. It consists of a arbor onto which a plane milling cutter is mounted and we have a workpiece. Okay, it is a operation of producing plane, flat, okay, on the horizontal surface parallel to the axis of rotation. It is also known as slab milling. In this operation depth of cut is adjusted and the machine is started with proper selection of the speed and feed. Okay, here we can see a face milling which consists of workpiece and face milling cutter. Okay, it is a process of producing flat surfaces on the face of the workpiece. Okay, the tool axis is perpendicular to the work. Here we can see the tool axis is perpendicular to the work surface. Hence, machine is started with a proper speed and feed. Now coming to the end milling cutter. In end milling cutter, we can see a end milling cutting tool and a workpiece. Okay, it is a process of producing surface on the workpiece, which may be horizontal, vertical, or at any angle reference to the table. Okay, we can produce a flat surface vertically, horizontally, or in a inclined surface. Okay, now coming to the form milling. Form milling consists of a workpiece and a form milling cutter which is placed on the arbor. Okay, it is a process of producing irregular contours such as concave or convex. The cutting speed is kept slower than plane milling operations. Now let us go through T-slot milling. So T-slot milling consists of a T-slot cutter and a workpiece. T-slot is the operation of producing T-slots on the workpiece using T-slot cutter. Okay, the T-slot is produced by plane milling slot on the workpiece. Okay, and then at the right angles by feeding the workpiece towards the cutter. Hence this was a T-slot milling. Now let us see side milling. Side milling consists of two slide milling cutters which is placed on the arbor, and here is the workpiece. Okay, side milling is the operation of producing flat vertical surface on the side of the workpiece. Here on the side on the workpiece it is used to make the flat surface. Okay, by using slide milling cutter. The cutter is having teeth on its face as on its side. Okay, now let us see what is gear cutting. Here we can see a gear cutting tool and a workpiece. Okay, it is the operation of producing gear teeth on the gear blank or on the workpiece using gear cutting tool. The tooth space is matched exactly with the cutter profile. Okay, the speed of the cutter is slow in the gear cutting operations. Now let us see what is straddle milling. A straddle milling consists of side milling cutter and a spacer is used to give the space between the two side milling cutters, and we have a workpiece. Okay, which the cutters are placed on the arbor. Okay, this is the process of producing flat vertical surface on the both side of the workpiece using two side milling cutter mounted on the arbor. Okay, the distance between the cutter is adjusted by using spacing collar. Here we can see a spacing collar. Okay, it is commonly used to produce hexagonal or square surfaces. Now let us see groove cutting. A groove cutting has a groove cutter which is placed on the arbor and a workpiece. Okay, this is a process of producing groove on the surface of workpiece by using saw milling cutter. Okay, we usually use saw milling cutter or end milling cutter. The work is fed against the cutter to cut the groove on the work surface. Okay, now the last one is gang milling cutter. Gang milling cutter consists of number of different cutters. Here we can see side milling cutter and plane milling cutter which is spaced between the collar, and it has a workpiece and cutters are placed on the arbor. Okay. Now it is a process of machining several operation on the surface of the workpiece simultaneously by feeding on the workpiece through the number of cutters which have different diameter. This operation saves the large machining time. So this was the end of this fourth unit. Okay, thank you.